Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that Enzo? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. I'm beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I get ice till I candy. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up just to stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gon' do? 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 Up in a what you gon' do?
I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guap. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the floor elevator, we facing my brad. How you want deposit the memo of cash? Red light, yellow light, green light, go. The event, so I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend call, want me alone. None of my bitches be your home, and I blah. I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Her get Bucky a goner.
What you gon' do? 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 Up in a
Stunt.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. A date on Super Bowl Sunday awaits one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
3rd and long for him here. That one's complete, right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's the snap on 4th. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
On 1st down, they'll run.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They give it to him again. Gets to space right side. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Scores! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. The Lions will jump back to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To throw it on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Here he is on 3rd and long. escapes the pocket. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Working quickly here. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Pickup of 5 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. His throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. About to begin the 2nd here. The Cardinals definitely thinking points. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Cardinals start to fight back with their first points of this game. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals tie this game 7-7. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked?
That's not what I saw. Look at it.
All right, here we go. Second down. Back to throw. He's got a man left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense up to the line fast. To the air, third and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll throw on first. Escapes out to the left. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 5. He's on the move. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Third down from the gun. He's going deep this time. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. It is caught left side. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take a second quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7.
Keep it up. Keep.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions trying to make some noise before halftime. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He's going to throw this one. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw now. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Lone back gets the handoff. Across midfield to the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. Back-to-back carries here. He finds some space again. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up at the line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Looking for a throw here. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Back to throw it. Chased out to his right. Throwing for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. Trying to reverse it on the kick return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. They go play action here. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You can know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
Call it 1 yard there. Some consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Throwing from near his own goal line. Buys time, rolling right. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Lions will go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run down here on first down. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 36. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Cardinals get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. On the move, headed right. He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Connects with Montgomery. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Running it after the penalty. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. They send a man in motion. Throw on 3rd down. Steve. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and that gives the Lions the 1st.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back now, pressure on its way. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. It goes to the hurry-up offense here. He'll throw it. Touchdown, Detroit. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Man in motion here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. The line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Cardinals ball. Their season down potentially to its final quarter. First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions have it now at the 40. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
They get 13 on the pickup, and that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Here's the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. They'll throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Brought in right side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, well, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
They kick the running back in motion. Montgomery hauls this one in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing, and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Plowing up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They give it to him again. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 6 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
The handoff on third and short. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Back to pass on first and 10. He's on the move. Coming to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25.
Quarterback calls, I don't like 12, except Tom Brady. For sure my stock, I still stack tall, you still can't trade me. Storms are minor, but you know she living major. Ain't flying up this, ain't no cables. Don't live what happened in Vegas, stay in Vegas.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's going to push one deep. He's got it deep downfield. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 4th-quarter lead. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 3. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He's got a man left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Get some space around midfield. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Cardinals trail by a field goal. Second and 3 now. He'll look to throw it. Completed to his running back. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Here he is to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Back to throw. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Lions make the play that should win them this game.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
And he works this one up to the 11-yard line. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. He cuts it back right. And he breaks into